So yeah, do you guys get sick of me talking about the state of Marvel Disney Plus series numerous times? Like, are you actually going insane? No? Okay, good. So you guys remember Moon Knight, right? The gritty superhero series, so good in fact, it takes a hard stance that Moon Knight will have less appearance, less significance to the story, and the majority is just all in the head. Yes, I do remember when a lot of Marvel fans made a video on Moon Knight and saying that it's good because it's good when it comes to depicting the condition of dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, as if there isn't a good dark thrilling story about such topic and genre in the first place. Oh wait, what is that? And the rest is basically, Ya ilahi, kamu ta'lamuna, kan dhalika ra'ya jeda. I know there was a slight over-exaggeration because there is a coherent plot, but it's just there and it doesn't move until the last minute or so. So these series were the pioneer that paved the way for more Marvel Disney Plus content, including another dark gritty series titled Echo. Now, as a responsible adult who should have a mature attitude, I can't say the show is ass because I haven't watched it. But I do know for a fact that the finale is just so funny. Basically, there's these bad guys holding hostage to the family members of Echo, our protagonist. They were like holding them at gunpoints and they also planning to do a massacre. So then Echo, in desperation, decided to pull this call to prayer. So she magically gained this ancestral power of shining fist like a Spy Kids movie. And her family members also get the same thing. And they all broke out and just start Power Ranger the bad guys like.
You can never take us down because we got something you don't have, a family.
And that's where it leads to this year. 2024, Marvel announced, actually in 2022, Marvel announced Daredevil Born Again, a series continuing the story of Netflix Daredevil. But then in 2024, suddenly the show had a creative overhaul. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically everything was scrapped and gone back to zero. This made landmark because no Marvel projects have ever suffered this badly as much as how shitty the final product is. And this news went viral. It became the center of attention whenever Marvel Studios gets brought up in the convo. In detail, the creative overhaul reportedly caused by the reviewed footage seen by Kevin Feige, the president, and other people, and basically the footage contains Matt Murdock, Daredevil, only started wearing his suit until episode 4. So they decided to screw it, the whole thing, which was 18 episodes, needs to go straight to the dumpster. The studio then kicked out the head writers Matt Corman and Chris Ort. Now they still get credited as the producers, but other than that, they have made a great oopsie. Also, I need to bring this up because if you look at the record for both of these people, I feel like I'm reading an ancient Mesopotamian covenant or something. Like they are so not well known to the point I like to believe that this all happened because of their writing skill instead of the writers and actors strike that took place during the production before the creative overhaul. Okay, great. A Marvel production got scrapped entirely because it sucks. It's at least a better choice, but who's replacing the head writers? The core of it, who's it gonna be? Well, we have the showrunner, Mr. Dario, who have worked previously on The Punisher, an actual good gritty superhero story, and the show is gonna have 9 episodes. And this is where we are now. The main reason why I gave you all that information is because of one tweet. One simple tweet that basically said that the series will have mature and gritty tones than the previous Netflix series. Now, judging from the record of Marvel trying to make a gritty superhero series or any kind of series, this is total bullshit. They always say this and never took accountability on how the story would be executed. They're always glazing over the amazing concept like it's a masterpiece that should sit side by side with the work of Plato, Isaac Newton, and Ibn Khaldun. Like, oh, a guy with multiple personalities, multiverse headquarters, thriller about shapeshifters, wine mom if they grew up in Indonesia, and they just didn't put any effort on making a believable story out of it. However, if you were judging from the things I've said to you, there is a high hope that the series is gonna be a banger. That is if you don't take into account that the new production only took 4 months of shooting and the final product is set to include the pre-existing footage, the ones from the previous production that was cancelled, meaning the production is likely pretty rushed, but hopefully Marvel still had the chance the same way with its movies. I mean, last year they succeeded with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and this year they succeed again on Deadpool and Wolverine. Sure, those movies aren't perfect story-wise, but they make a lot of revenue in theaters. So, as much as I have lost faith in Marvel, I'm still interested in Daredevil Born Again. And I like to quote Charlie Cox, the actor who commented about the creative overhaul. I think what I'll say is credit to Marvel that they look at the episodes and could acknowledge that we could still do better. and that we maybe needed to go in a slightly different direction. That's just how it is. We are so lucky to be working for a company that is willing to do that and spend more money to get there. But where we ended up felt really good. As much as I'm skeptic about it, what he said there is a perspective from the production team if they do live up to his words. I mean, the writer is from The Punisher, so that's enough proof that at least someone is competent. And I hope next year, which is when the show is gonna come out, it's gonna be good. If some of my words come off as condescending and just plain ignorance, you can spill your opinion on the situation in the comment section because it's always good to be open minded. And I want my video to blow up in the algorithm. If you want to support the channel, then feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.